in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I don't want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record with big review.
My drop, I know my drop, I know my situation. I want to fight. But it's going to be very difficult for both of us.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another immediate reaction show. And we are back for Luis Ortiz versus Razvan Cojanu, who was knocked out in the second round by a straight left hand of Luis Ortiz. He tried to get up, wobbled around the canvas, and ultimately the referee had to stop it. So we're back to give you our immediate reaction thoughts on this fight and where he should go, since the telecast was definitely letting us know that he is trying to make another run at a title shot. Let me head on out to some of my co-hosts, going out to Big Mike.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. 2 to stand over. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo, Luis King Kong Ortiz back with a second round knockout versus Cojanu, whatever his damn name is. Boy, he should be. Matter of fact, let's get him a new name. Let's call him Noodle Legs, because Luis put him down and he could not find his way back up. Great knockout, great performance, and I'm glad to hear that your daughter has found a cure for that ailment that she had. More power to you, Luis.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I saw a fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my jab. Like boxing voice.
Listen, if he comes to fight, then I'm going to have to look for him.
I saw a fight too.
I think you're accurate.
Yes. Good evening. The heavyweight division is on fire. We saw Chisora score a knockout. We saw Dillian White be dominating. And we saw Luis Ortiz be what he was before the Deontay Wilder, King Kong. So, there's matchups to be made, right? So let's get the brackets together. Let's match them up in a fantasy matchup, because Eddie Hearns is in the mix. Who tonight was behind Luis Ortiz matchmaking? Nesta?
Matchmaking, that has to go, to Heyman, Showtime, all those people over there. There's a narrative that they're trying to set up, which is that Ortiz deserves a title shot. I like my man from Sports Illustrated. What's his name? He's on Yahoo now.
Raphael?
Chris Mannix.
There you go. Mannix. He kept it real. You know what I'm saying? A win over Cojanu and a win over Dillian White. Now we talking about title contention for Luis Ortiz. Like, I'm not here to shit on the parade. It's an immediate reaction show for his devastating performance, but let's just be real. This dude's a sparring partner. This dude's got like 19 wins, and, the biggest thing he's done is losing the Bucksino tournament and be Joseph Parker's sparring partner. Now, let's take our hats off, not that I'm wearing one, for Luis Ortiz, because guess what? He stopped Cojanu, something no one's ever done, let alone put him down, right? Okay, whip-dee-doo.
Early.
This is still not Wilder. This is still not Joshua. And this is still not the best heavyweight performance of this weekend. That goes to Dillian White and Joseph Parker.
But you can't say he did what he was supposed to do with a fighter of that caliber. He got his ass up out of there quickly.
That is true.
And I'm happy that he took that long. You know why, Enrique? Because if he would have went any longer, we'd have been complaining that, this guy's not on that level. He's taking long. So he got him out of there. But right. I don't think that this was, that box that needed to be checked to say, yeah, you got a Wilder fight.
All right. Well, immediately after my introduction, I named two other fighters, Chisora and Dillian White. I did not name AJ. I did not name Wilder. And that being said, yes, Dillian White had the best performance this weekend, but Chisora scored a devastating surprise comeback, as well as Luis Ortiz a bomb knockout, and it's not a Joseph Parker. So a Dillian White against any of those guys, I think it's a new fight, man. I'm not matchmaking him.
Okay, so you want to see
with AJ or Wilder.
White with Ortiz? You want to see?
I think that's the mix before they go to level, AJ Wilder.
One of the commentators said that too. Both guys have lost in their shots at being a champion, and both should face each other to try and become a champion again. I like it. I just know that Dillian White has other options. He's with Eddie Hearns. He's making noise. He's a fan favorite. It looks like the crowd and the public received that fight with Parker very well. Parker's face looked beat up. So, Dillian is riding high right now.
He definitely.
Up to Ortiz to, get something good.
Make clarification, though. Who is Ortiz with that would...
Well, he's on the PBC side, bro. So
is it possible that he can fight a Dillian?
You know what? They mentioned, and by they, I mean, again, Chris Mannix, I believe he said something about Brazil, right? I would like to see that. Let him and Brazil battle it out for a shot at Wilder instead of Brazil getting an opportunity to fight Wilder because he beat Molina, who Wilder already beat and AJ already beat.
Absolutely, I totally agree with that. But if they do that, then Wilder might have to find another opponent. But that's neither here nor there.
Let him find another opponent because ain't nobody over here on this side of town interested in seeing him fight Brazil.
And real quick, the heavyweight division is on notice, man. Everybody today, I mean, good God Almighty, you had some great fights. Chisora, you had White, and now you got Ortiz. Let this be a wake-up call to everybody. The best should start fighting the best in the heavyweight division, with the exception of White, because he did fight Parker.
I'm really happy to see Ortiz handle the business fast. We've seen him shit the bed before with Dave Allen and other guys. So, I mean, come on. I guess we got a final thought. Get out to the callers, whatever ones we got, and see what's up because, we got to figure where does he go from here? It's either we give Wilder a pass and let Wilder go straight into Ortiz, and if that doesn't happen, then we really got to figure out some matchmaking for Ortiz.
I'm just throwing in the mix of the names that haven't be able to show elite level, like Dillian White, like Chisora, and Luis Ortiz. I think that's the mix to the road of the AJ and the Wilder. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm leaning more towards this. I think the Brazil fight would be the perfect barometer for Ortiz and that winner against Wilder.
I agree. I haven't thought of Brazil because he didn't fought tonight, but definitely believe that he's also in that mix. Right now, Robert Easter's walking in the ring, so I don't know what we want to do. What's going on?
Now, we definitely going to final thought it. As Ortiz gets this knockout, puts him around number 7. You got Anthony Joshua coming in at number 1, Deontay Wilder following, Povetkin, who's matched up with Joshua, and somehow Tony Bellew got in there. So
the cruiserweight?
Yeah, he's actually a heavyweight because of David Haye. But that's the thing. He won't never fight a Luis Ortiz. He's picking his choices, you know what I mean? He's making them choices very well.
Too small.
Yeah, to be honest.
Listen, I already said I want Wilder to fight Big Baby, but yo, if Luis Ortiz could get Big Baby, that'll be good. But
I forgot about Big Baby.
But that's the other side of the track. I just feel like now with the zone, it's gonna be hard to get these guys to play ball.
Wow.
To be honest, with that kind of performance, not too many fighters gonna be wanting to fight Luis Ortiz based off his last two performances.
That is true. Especially, knocking out a guy that nobody knocked out and hurting a guy that nobody has really seen hurt in that manner since probably the amateurs. Listen, what are we going to do? I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Catch me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO, and you can catch my host at...
Yo, you can follow me on Twitter and YouTube, TBV_casual fan. My Instagram is at Fight Talk. My Patreon page, patreon.com/boxing fan apparel. Peace. Thanks for joining.
Follow me on Twitter at Gross2312 or on IG at Gross1911.
Yes, indeed.